Oh, I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing, you little worm. It is a life exchange monarchy extra turn deck. It was the first commander I ever made back when Conspiracy Take the Crown came out. My group of friends just played Commander, so looking at my collection, Queen Marchesa seemed cool. And after searching for combos in black, I came across Lich slash plus Repay in Kind and never looked back. Ever since then, I've been tweaking and altering the deck as I learn more about the game alongside my playgroup. Whilst the game plan may have changed a lot, the core strategy of life exchange as WinCon has always been the focus. With this version as it is now, being full game plan, being able to use can't lose the game cards to prevent myself to dying to my extra turn cards. I see. So you can't lose the game, but we're also taking extra turns. And then also dropping your life total down to 0, so you can swap life totals and kill them. Maybe it's worth mentioning or not, but the most recent changes of the deck were removing Solemnity, Glacial Chasm, Gixian Puppeteer, Black Widow, Agile Avenger, King Solomon's Frogs, MODOK, Evil Intellect. Okay, that's fine. I don't care about what cards are added, but I don't want to see Lich plus Repay in Kind removed. With the deck's history, they aren't just pet cards, but the deck signature, everything else is fair game. For me, what I don't like about Repay in Kind is I think it might detract from Mr. Negative and stuff. Just the single target life swaps, because why am I ever doing anything other than Repay in Kind with my Demonic Tutor? Why am I reaching for any other card? I don't know if I like Access of Mortality in that case. I don't know. I think we could just go down to Repay. Also, Lich is hard to cast, but you have an Urborg probably. Yep. Darksteel Angel soon. Yeah, true. Oh, that's a 9-drop. It's less about having a problem with the deck and more needing another set of eyes on it. Finding advice and recommendations on the strategy feels impossible. So far, all I've had is my intuition to go off of. I worry that its ramp for the expensive plays like Lich plus Replaying Kind might need some work. Okay. No, I can look through this really quick for sure and tell you what's up. So, I think numero uno. Love Gideon. Love Platinum Angel. Love Herald. I think you meant to add the other MODOK to your deck, right? The MODOK that lets you pay life. And not this object, right? Either way, I think... No, that was the one. Dog, that one reeks, does it not? Whenever you draw your second card each turn, target opponent sacrifices a for 5 mana? That's glacial. For me, I'm like, I thought you were talking about the other MODOK, where you can pay any amount of life. I don't like Wall of Blood, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because Blood Celebrant exists. And you know what's great about Blood Celebrant? You can get it off of Starfield Shepherd and Friends. I didn't know that existed. Okay, we're going to have a lot to learn today. Because I'm the person who thinks about life swapping the most. Nice. Scryfall is down, which is very excellent. But luckily, I have all these cards memorized. Blood Celebrant. Pay 1 life, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. So you add black, and then you pay that black and a life, and you add a black mana to your mana pool, and then you pay that black and a life, and then you add a black mana to your mana pool until your life total 0. Why don't you change your settings for creating decks to sorting by mana value? I didn't even know I could do that, honestly. Anyway, Blood Celebrant's awesome because you can tutor for it off of Starfield Shepherd. Ranger Captain of Eos. Ranger Captain's expensive. Let me know what your cap is on that because you didn't really give me a budget number. This is $40. It is a $40 card. This is one of the rare ones where I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. But tutors for a 1-drop. Blood Celebrant. Starfield Shepherd. 15 cents. Tutors for a 1-drop. Don't worry about budget, I think. Okay, great. Yeah, Ranger Catavios is fucking cracked. This card's evil. Last Chance Warrior's Oath, Final Fortune. I am curious if you want a combo with those, because there is a method to go about doing that. Coin of Fate. When this artifact enters Surveil 1, exile 2 target cards. This seems so slow. Once again, so slow. Fine. If you would lose the game. Seems like one of the weaker options when compared to like Platinum Angel. It's mainly an instant speed way to get Monarchy for the courts. Yeah, I like King Solomon's Frog. I just think we're kind of splitting our attention here with the courts. Like, I don't know if I really like Court of Lochthwain, for instance. Like, it's kind of slow. If you would be dealt damage, put that many delay counters on it. Plus, I'd rather just like Turbo Fog opponents to keep the Monarchy. I see. Okay, so we're preventing delay counters, and then you have Phyrexian on life. That seems glacial. It's a funny card, but it seems so slow. You need 7 planet counters on that thing. Court of Ire, I think, is just the expensive odd one out here. Court of Embereth, I'm also not a big fan of. The white and black ones we can maybe argue for, although Court of Ardenvale. Court of Ardenvale. You do have Solitary Confinement, though. Because these two are kind of a wombo. But you do skip your draw step. That's fine. Court of Grace is a little bit of an odd one out, I think. So, like, just run the cool courts that are funny. It's like Ardenvale or Lochthwain. Literally these two. But it's won me a couple games. Yeah, but I'm about to win you so many more games from, like... I know Vidal is there to flash in the courts, but I think we're a little distracted when we could just be swapping life totals with people. Great news about swapping life totals, by the way. You really don't got to worry about, like, taking a lot of damage from things. Okay, so I'm sure you already know about this, but there is Isochron Scepter. Isochron Scepter can imprint Final Fortune, and you can take infinite turns if you have a Platinum Angel. I'm not saying this is correct for the deck. I'm saying that is something you can think about. So you'll never be found. Okay. Let's do Keurig. Maybe. Kirk. No, that's not his name. Son of Yagmoth. I love when my inability to spell makes things hilarious. Dog, what is his fucking name? There you go. Considering. Sideboard. Once again, another card that might be too strong. Because this plus Blood Celebrant goes crazy. Because you can pay 3 life to add mana of any color. Which is Treasonous Ogre, which is very good. Access Mortality is probably too slow. You have all these cards that say whenever you draw your second card each turn, do something, and they all... Okay, Black Widow's good, but the rest of these are like... Tatar is also good, but the rest of these are like kind of mid. Okay, cut a Swamp, cut a Plains, and then you go... Ramunap Ruins. Probably over... Coffers makes some amount of sense. We have Expedition Map 2, Weathered Wayfarer, sure. Boros Garrison out. So we put it in Ramanapa Ruins, Shefet Dunes, if near Deadlands, Cactus Preserve, maybe. I don't think we're doing Arid Archway stuff this time around. And then we can cut up plains for that one. And then this is just a reflecting pool. And then you do Sand Scout. Right, it's just a catch-up ramp piece. It's pretty decent. I always want to be the one thing that keeps you up at night. Graveyard to hand. Ugh. Is it okay to add Darksteel Angel? I'm not sure. Vandal Blast is always kind of like, okay. Okay, we have a bunch of slots to play around with now. I think first... we added Blood Celebrant, we added Weather the Wayfarer. Let's add Children of Corliss. Sacrifice Children of Corliss. You gain life equal to the amount of life you lost this turn. So, if you have Starfield Shepherd, you can go 2 mana, Starfield Shepherd, tutor for Blood Celebrant. 5 mana later, tutor for Children of Corliss. You now have both of these. So you can pay all of your life but 1, and then you can sack Children of Corliss to gain all that life back, which is a way to get a huge life gain surge trigger, which is really funny. Do you have a reflecting pool or an exotic orchard? What is the pool tap for? Cactus Preserve. Exotic orchard and Cactus Preserve. I think it'll tap for 5C. It depends what your opponent's lands tap for, I guess. Okay. Let's add Keurig. Why not? Would Phyrexian on life be bad here? Yeah, no, it'd be awful here. I don't know. Why would you ever consider that for this deck? Seems very bad. You could just do Ad Naz. That would be a little strong. We are bracket 4 already. You know what? We're bracket 4. Isochron, Scepter, Keurig in. Fuck these people. So... Ad Nauseum plus Phyrexian on life or Platinum Angel is a combo. Because you can Ad Naz for your entire library. And then you go Keurig for 4 mana. And then you go like Lich. And then you go like Blood Celebrant, make infinite black mana. And then you repay in kind everybody. So if you have Ad Naz plus Phyrexian on life, you win. If you have Isochron Scepter plus Final Fortune plus Platinum Angel, you win. Does this deck want rituals? Maybe. Like, a dark ritual could make a lot of sense here. Plunge into Darkness. Plunge is very good. Yeah, we could put Plunge in. Plunge into Darkness you can also put under Isochron Scepter, which is really funny. Can you pay Phyrexian mana without the life for it? The answer is no, actually. But that's okay, because... no, it's not okay. That's okay because you have Children of Corliss. Children of Corliss. Wait. Ding! Children of Corliss. So you do Ad Nauseam Phyrexian in life, or Ad Nauseam Platinum Angel. Heartbreaking, dragging straight from Scryfall into Cube Cover is now broken for some reason and it's super annoying. No! I'm sure they'll bug fix that. Maybe it's because Scryfall's bugging out right now. Jessica's Will is also there, but no, making that much red mana kind of sucks. Bolus Citadel would be insane then, no. Yeah, B Citadel would be great. So Bolus Citadel. And then you have Insidious Dreams. Insidious Dreams. And then maybe just some more like stacks objects to stop your opponents from touching your cardboard. So we already have Grand Abolisher, but what about Voice of Victory, right? Voice of Victory is very strong. Ranger Captain we already added. That's very strong. We can add Orum's Chant. Or we could just add like actual silence, huh? So silence. Silence is a great thing to put under Isochron Scepter. If you are in a 1v1 situation and you have silence, Isochron Scepter, and Grand Abolisher, they are fucking locked, dog. Unless they have an instant that can blow up an artifact. Should we drop Tree Partition in here too? No. Draenith. Yeah, Draenith seems pretty good. Draenith slows people down. Okay, great. Let's play this. So, draw. Nomad Outpost. Next turn. Vault of Champions. 1-2. Starfield Shepherd. Go and grab Blood Celebrant. Next turn. Shreds of Sanity. This seems really fucking slow. Seems really slow. Any reason for silence over Orum's Chant? It hits all opponents. Orum's Chant is target player. I don't know if I really acclaim Jumper. So, how do we get the prison up here? I think maybe not Cloud Steel Current, and then you can maybe do some like reanimation stuff with Mr. Negative Platinum Angel, like Buried, Alive, Priest of Fell Rites, Reanimate. That seems like a good spread. So the joke here is that Buried Alive can put Mr. Negative, Platinum Angel, and Priest of Fell Rites into your graveyard, and you can Priest of Fell Rites unearth to reanimate one of the two objects. And then you also have access to reanimate to just cheat, which is very good. Cheating's incredible. Playtest. Discard. Okay, this is keepable. Draw. Marsh Flats, pass. Dink. Shadowy Backstreet. Ellium Parlor. Sure. Surveil 1. Tataru Taru, sure. Arid Mesa. 1-2. Tataru Taru, make a treasure. Fetch with Arid Mesa. And you'll get, what's the last one? It's Red Black Raucous Theater. Oh, you don't have it. Okay, that's fine. You have 2 Surveils. I'm not gonna hound anyone for playing 2 Surveils. That's a pretty good number. Most people run fucking 0. Although you should probably run it instead of Savai. 4. Queen Marchesa, you become the Monarch. Oh, we have Academy Rector. Hang the fuck on. Sand Scout becomes 20 times better now that we have Academy Rector. I'm going to cut plains, and we're going to go ahead and add in a Lazotep Quarry. So this is a desert that is a fucking sack outlet. Sack a creature, add 1 mana of any color. What does Sand Scout do? When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent controls more lands than you, search your library for a desert card. Put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So you can search for any desert card, and that includes a... Okay, Nomad Outpost should be Raucous Theater. Valgavott's Faithful. That's an interesting idea. I think it is a little too slow. Everything about this deck is already kind of slow, but when it does stuff fast, it does it very fucking fast. Arid Mesa, fetch, get. T-Planes. Survey 1. Graveyard. Next turn. Last step, Corey. Pass. 1, 2, 3. English, I'm making your thing. Next turn. Luxury Suite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Queen Marchesa. Get the Monarch. Draw a card. Get Assassin next turn. Swing. Get the Monarchy back. Next turn. Okay, Blood Crypt. So we have 5 mana available to us here. So maybe we actually play Fell the Profane tapped. And then we go black, white, priest. Actually, black, 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 1. Beseech after combat. Insidious Dreams. Discard 1, 2, 3 cards. 4 cards. And then we get to stack the top 4. Actually, let's do 5 cards. So we can do Swamp. Repay in Kind. Toxic Deluge. We get 2 more options here. Silence. Oop. And we get 1 more card. Let's do Plains. So hear me out. Because you go... No, it can't be Plains. Do you run Ancient Tomb? Any soul land. Type land. You could be running fucking Temple of the False God here. Because we're about to draw 2 cards. I guess you just do Final Fortune. Okay, that works. So you go Swamp on top. So you're going to draw that. And then it's Final Fortune, Repay in Kind, Toxic Deluge, Silence. Next turn. Swamp. No, we stacked this wrong. You want to draw Final Fortune. And then Silence is on top. And then that's 6 mana. You cast this for 1. You cast Toxic Deluge, and this doesn't work because you needed... so instead of Silence, you get Phyrexian on life. That's the actual wombo. So instead of Silence here, you cast Phyrexian on life. Then you cast Toxic Deluge, X is your life total. And then you cast... the next one would be Repay in Kind. It's a Doomsday pile, basically. Do you review decks that depower them down a bracket? I have one that's bracket 4 by criteria, but I'd like to play it more. Yeah, I could absolutely do that for you. But anyway, if you stack your library with Bulls, the Citadel, and Insidious Dreams, Phyrexian Life, Repay in Kind, or Toxic Deluge, Repay in Kind, you need to pay all but 7 of your life to Toxic, and then you can repay. Yeah, Insidious Dreams is a messed up card with Bulls, the Citadel. Okay. Nothing felt particularly bad there. Everything kind of did its thing. Let's keep this hand. Draw. Sacred Foundry. Weathered Wayfarer. Next turn. If near Deadlands. 1, 2. Priest of Fell Rites. Next turn. Caves. 1 white, 2 Black Widow. Next turn. Pineapple Monk. Black but black, Dark Ritual. Queen Marchesa. Voice of Victory. In the other order. Draw a card of Monarchy. Next turn. Tough. So luckily we have Leather Wayfarer to get Blood Crypt. And then you pass, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Insidious. You draw off the Monarchy actually first, so let's do that. So if you drew a land here, it'd be very easy to just go Insidious Dreams. Do we run actual Doomsday? No way. The joke here is that we're able to pay so much mana for like... So I guess you go dink, 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 dink. And you go draw. So the 1 ring. So we discarded 4 cards. So the 1 ring... Phyrexian Unlife. Ad Nauseam. And... let's say... Children of Corliss. And then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And you do that on their end step. And then this turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 ring. Draw a card. Next turn, we don't have protection from everything anymore, but we do have 2 more cards. And then here you go, white 1, tap. Command Tower. 1, 2, 3. Phyrexian Unlife, and you have Voice of Victory, so none of this is counterspellable. Next turn. And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ad Nauseam. Entire library in your hand. Like, this was really slow. But at the end of the day, it's not how slow a bracket 4 deck is that makes it bracket 4. It's how fast it can be. Children of Corliss. Sorry to move the window like that, but it had to be done. You can sack this, gain life equal to the amount of life you lost this turn. Maybe you keep 1 card in your library or something. So yeah, you have you would need 1 more mana, if I'm not mistaken, actually, because you need to go. No, because you need Blood Celebrant Keurig. This is definitely a very good advantage engine, believe it or not. But we did miss a lot of land drops that playtest. I'm just trying to think what's not working. Like, I feel like every card feels kind of alive. Ugh. I do think Cabal Coffers is really greedy, but in the same breath, I also think it's very good in this deck, because we do have a lot of things that are a lot of black mana. Like, most of our important stuff is black mana. And then now we have Blood Celebrant to filter the black mana into mana of other colors. That's kind of funny. I don't know. I think this is about good to go. I'm struggling to think about other things I would add to this deck. Anyway, hopefully you like some of the ideas that are posited here.